Yo, 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 yo. Hello, hello, hello. How we all doing? Checking something here. Okay. Pop this open. Yeah, 1821. Okay. Okay. How we doing, guys? Happy Monday. So we got a new toy here. New feature, part of the game. And it's pretty cool. Pretty fucking nice. Nice little tool to use. So it doesn't show up over here in this menu. It shows up over here. AE waypoint. What you're looking for. So you want to take this little arrow, as long as you're selected on the locomotive you want. Got cars here ready to go to interchange. And I'm going to drop them off way over there. 0.7 miles. And away it goes. And you can see the arrows on the track showing you what it's going to do, the path it's going to take. Now, it doesn't show the whole path. It just shows a certain distance worth. See, there's no arrows out here on the main line yet, or on the track 2 there yet. But I've been playing with it a little bit, and it's working pretty damn good. It doesn't navigate around stopped traffic. That is the only drawback with it right now. So if there's a passenger train and you want this guy to go around them, it isn't going to automatically throw the switches for you. You're going to have to manually do that for it to go around. Otherwise, it will slowly creep up to the cars or the locomotive and connect. Game is very quiet. I don't know if they tweaked with the sound settings a little bit. This one's my personal save. It did have Bird Town on it, and that's not working as well. It looks like the only mod that works is the Passenger UI mod. And that's the one that tells you how many cars you have, how full is it, how many passengers, where they're going. Looks like that's really the only mod that I've seen so far, because Rail Loader isn't working. So that really hampers other mods from working. But Mr. Kojak, how you doing? Everyone else that might be slowly rolling up in here. That reminds me, I need to update YouTube name. Playlist. There we go. I don't know why he goes over to that track though, instead of staying on this one. But the other cool thing is he flips the track back after he passes. Working on more vids, doing the baseball vids today. I hope you had a good day at work. What day at work? I was off today. was off today, man. And I'm off today tomorrow as well. I already took the day off. Going to go do a club fitting. They are going to try a pour base tomorrow, but he's expecting to not do it. And I'll just go ahead and hit the stop button, although he did hit the arrow, which means he will stop. So now I'll go ahead and use this. I don't know if they're all going to fit. I don't think all these cars will fit down there. Because it's man, we'll give it a shot. We'll give her a shot. I could have went and played 9 holes or something like that this morning, like 10 o'clock or whatever, but I kept on just, well, you know, and by the time I thought about doing it around 11 or something, the rain was like an hour away, and I'm like, oh well. So, and of course on Twitter, the owner, he posts a photo of the new version of irons that are coming out. Not until January. I'm like, so what you're saying is I should cancel my appointment for tomorrow. He's like, you can if you want. You know, you have to wait until January. But you know what? I won't be working that much come January, I think. So, you know, do it now when I got the money, or beg to do it when we don't. I was asked if I wanted to go to Champaign today and work, and I was like, no, I'm good. Just having the extra day to relax and recuperate has been nice. Try this, see if it works. So he's got the 2 on the tail, so we'll put them all the way down here. That Aurelio's pizza we had yesterday and brought home what didn't last very long. It's already gone. Had some for breakfast and then just had some maybe an hour ago. Finished it off. Tig, how you doing? The downside is the thing I've gotten so accustomed to using in such a short time, passenger helper, doesn't work. Question is that going to fit? I think it will. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be close. Nope. Oh, he can go back a little bit more. Wow. No, you can go back farther. Don't want to hear it. You can go back farther, guy. Look at that. Look at that. Now we'll go ahead and reset that. That switch up here should change. Oh, it already is. Okay. I've already screwed myself. Passengers advanced 4 hours, and the passengers I had on disappeared while the train was en route. Because now passengers will only wait 4 hours. You have 4 hours from the minute they step on the train, wherever they're at, to get them from there to their destination. I'll be honest, I was actually pondering if I wanted to stream today or not. Just sleepy. Not feeling real streamy, you know? It was actually a toss-up between this and Satisfactory again. Neither one are really getting me excited. But I think I can get behind this. No mods, except for maybe some quality of life stuff. You know, once they roll out. Probably start this series in a way. Own the map. I'm sure you have enough in the bag. You have enough in the bank. Alright, so now we're going to take him, jump all the way over here. So now he'll back all the way out, flip the tracks that he needs to flip, and drive straight there. Yeah, still got up at 6 o'clock this morning. Maybe just 4. I'll be up at 6:15. I didn't sleep very well, I think. I haven't looked at my sleep score, but Indy laid between me and the edge of the bed, which he doesn't normally always do. And throughout the night, he worked his way a little further down to around where my knees were. And then throughout the early morning, he started basically pushing me more and more towards the center and the wife's side. So when I woke up this morning at like 6 or just before, I was basically diagonal bed. And I don't know if I was moving away because of the heat or whatever was going on. My legs were warm as fuck. How did I sleep last night? What does my watch say? 90. Sleep score of 90. 10:16 to 5:45. I'll probably sleep like the dead tonight. These low temperatures in the 60s and 50s. Oh, that's my jam right there. I guess I could leave him right there for a minute. Going old school here, going back to I'm just gonna leave him in a minute. Having to handle passengers on my own. Yeah, I've been watching Darius all day and a couple others with Satisfactory and um yeah, it's been inspiring me a little bit. But yeah, that game for me is just better in small doses. Mr. No Dose, how you doing? Testing out the new beta branch. The experimental. Problem is, everything got delivered at 5 a.m. It's 6 o'clock and I'm already done. So let me do a test here, all right? We got 13 passengers going to Whittier. 1, 2, 3. No passengers going to Whittier. They all jumped off the train. I think they should fix that. That means 13 people just bailed off the train while it was in motion doing 30 miles an hour. I killed him. I killed him. Hey, we were out of logs and coal for fire, and so...
Чики-брики, пальчик выкинь.
Sub goal, you're 75% of the way to completing your goal. Because Twitch said it to 30, not me. Mr. Kirkus, thank you very much. 47 months with that Prime. I appreciate it, dude. What's going on? It's good, but it's also boring. Because there's so little to do. Passenger UI mod, as you can see here, is the only thing that's working. Unless the base game itself updated that, but I don't think it did. I was having issues with mine. I don't know if I dropped it or what, because it doesn't want it's, you know. So watch this. I just unlatched it. Oh, now it's gonna do it quick. I'll unlatch it, and I've got to wait a second for it to drop down. It's like it got bent around the edge or something. So I'll unlatch it and just wait and then fall out. But since there's a good possibility I'll be quitting by the end of the year, I don't see the reason to go buy a new one. Oh, your tank? Well, fuck. If these passengers are all off my train. There. 1700. Fuck it. So what do we have ready around here? No. No. 3 cars. Oh, they're ready for the sawmill. Okay. So... Run hook. Yes. Go to waypoint. Oh, he just popped. Alright. Perfect. Switch isn't thrown. I think he's... Yeah, watch. He's going to flip this one back when he comes out. There we go. It just threw it. Now to throw it back. There it goes. Oh, the bridge is done. We can go to Bryson now. Didn't see that pop up. All right, let's send him out there to get those cars. Three miles away. So Unity Mod Manager works fine. It's Rail Loader that conflicts with the experimental branch. Then it must be blocking GP38 from working. JSJ, it's all right. Not, you know, it sucks not having mods right now, but so far this AI waypoint thing has worked out all right. Now, if they can just get the what am I thinking of here? Oh, the traffic part of it figured out. You know, that'll be even better. $50 to Ella. Damn. I wish they would do one change as well to the passenger side of things. If they're going to limit the passengers to 4 hours, fine. But if 4 hours hits while they're on the train, that means people are leaving the train while it's in motion. They're jumping out. They're tucking and rolling. See, that was saying switch against. It wasn't going to change it because it's a train con. But I want him out in front of the passenger. Is it going to flip it back? No, it must not because I did it. I just did a test. I had 13 passengers going from Ella to Whittier, and I went ahead 4 hours, and it went to 0. So they're tucking and rolling while the train's doing 30 miles an hour. I think they need to change that to where, all right, time's up. They will depart at the next station. That's what it should be. Because the downside is you can't advance time anymore while the train is in while your passenger train is in motion. You'll leave with a full car of passengers, and then you advance it 4 or 5 hours, and you get to your next stop, and there ain't no one on it. No money, no nothing. And sorry, I don't care how late the train is. I don't think anyone in the history of passenger trains has decided, fuck this train, we're 4 hours late, it's doing 40 miles an hour, we're jumping right here, Betty. We're jumping out here in the middle of nowhere along the river, and we're gonna walk to your mother's house. Said no man ever. But yeah, I was checking all the different stuff, and I think the only thing that works is the, like I said earlier, the passenger UI. That's weird. Why does it continue to say it's approaching this car? It's behind me. Oh, that's 600. I'm looking. He's all the way down there. What else did they change here? These notes. I already took a look at the. So that's a nice touch. Be nice if we could zoom in with the wheel. Doesn't have to be all the way up to it, but I mean, zoom in a little bit would be nice. But at least we're seeing the photo. You know, that's all that really matters. You know. I never really noticed or paid attention to how big these two are compared to that one. So that's nice. We finally get photos. Let's see. They changed the whole transfer setup in a way. Passengers disembarking in a station that is not their destination now pay full fare upon reaching their destination. Previously, they would only pay from the station they boarded at. So that's the whole transfer thing. You can transfer them over at Junction, and they'll board the train that's going to Silva, for example, and you'll still get the full. They'll now passengers only wait 4 hours from the time they board their first train. After 4 hours, they will disappear from stations and coaches. So that's where they're just tuck and roll out in the wilderness. Oh wait, no, she over here. They now have aggregate loads to hoppers and gondolas. We haven't gotten that far. Stuff. Updated the S23, the C46, the C55, the F71, and the SW1 models. Added 2 new buildings, a new station at Dillsborough and small office structure at Dillsborough and Whittier. More to follow. Yeah. Ella. I didn't notice the office structure. This ain't it, is it? That building there already? Honestly, don't remember. Disconnect around to this side. So how's he gonna do that? He's gonna do it right. He's gonna go forward. Nicely done. Diesel's updated notch to power mapping to more closely match EMD documentation. Diesels now produce 100% more power in notch 1. Added alert to the startup to warn if there are no enabled interchanges. Prevent disabling the last enabled interchange. Auto Engineer now posts notice for pitfalls such as handbrake applied or brake cylinders set that they are outside the connected brake line. A status message is shown when charging the brake line. Now, they did remove the time from the multiplayer part, so everyone that plays multiplayer is stuck at the 1-to-1 ratio, which normally isn't an issue. But I'm sure someone will gripe about it. Improved reliability of clicking on objects in low frame rate situations. I wonder if that was the issue I was having. So, all in all, it's a good update. I had the dispatch at the farm sent out a text talking about what times for tomorrow. And the bulk of them were after 9 o'clock. And our contract, I don't know about the Bloomington guys, but I know our contract in Champaign says the company has to start us before 9 o'clock. If it starts after 9 o'clock, we have the right to say no thanks. And our times were like 9:30 for the other two Champaign guys. So I guess one of the brothers over out of Bloomington, oh, you can't do that. So, because they don't want to start until 10 over at the farm. I think we're too much. So, go ahead and stick this right there. We'll push all those back, and then we'll go get the 2 sawmill. 3. That is a nice touch. The track, the switch gets thrown back. Very nice touch. It's nice to get back into this one, though. I'm kind of just in one of those funks, those moods right now where nothing is really... I mean, you all have had that kind of thought before, either with a game or like food, for example. You're like, yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, burger sounds good, but you know, where everything sounds good, but it doesn't, you know? I got the same thing going on with the games right now. I could do Tarkov, but I'll lose interest in like an hour or two. I could do this, but I'll probably lose interest in 2 or 3. You know, whatever. I could do Satisfactory, same thing. I could do iRacing, get 2 races in, be meh. You know, kind of sucks when you get into funks like that, you know? All you've been playing is Tarkov? I've seen you play in other games. Oh, the Lightkeeper grind. Yeah, I haven't touched Tarkov since like August, I think. Before it was before my vacation, honestly. So yeah, that was August. The last time I played this game save, the autosave was from 23 days ago. And 9/8 was the last time I had the multiplayer map up that JB and I have been working. Nah, that's a hard pass on. 85. Nice. Still, Forza isn't real racing. It's Gran Turismo, which ain't real racing. Sorry, Kojak, but I know that's his game. See, this is saying switch against. Shouldn't it automatically switch it? Or is it, did I throw it so it won't do it? So, alright. It won't switch switches. It won't throw switches that player does. The autistic kids and their parents love it. No, I still want to get into some iRacing. But I mean, we discussed this before. It doesn't matter what game I play or get into. You know, it's you got to give the time. You know, new Le Mans next week for GT3, and then the road course at Indy, then Barcelona, Interlagos, Circuit Villeneuve, Red Bull Ring, Watkins Glen, Fuji, Sebring, WeatherTech, Spot. This, I'm liking this GT3 challenge. I didn't get any races in at Monza. That's a downside. And I missed the first one. What was that one? Silverstone. Damn it! Missed Silverstone. Because this is week 2, week 3 is about to start. You know, that's another thing that's crossed my mind, is swapping out the Moza base for something different once a few more checks come in. The wife will love that one. You just bought clubs and a driver. I bought my new driver too. I'm planning on buying clubs tomorrow. And JV sat around, him and I sat around for like an hour last night after the stream was over, just talking different things. The driver I bought is a Wilson Dynapower Carbon, and I ended up paying only $231 for it, and it's brand new. Sticker is 400, I think. 350, 400. On the 10% off code, saved myself 20, almost basically $25. Ordered it yesterday, and no, ordered it this morning. It's already shipped. Although I don't know how long it's going to be until it gets here. And the irons, there's a set of irons. I could get brand new ones from Sub 70 with $250 off for like 200 bucks. That's bonkers. A complete custom set for like 200 bucks. See, now it's not showing the arrows, which is odd. I don't think I turned anything off. This is really cool. The AI just, I mean, this really opens up the game. Yeah, let me get it. Let's get a dev in here so I can tell him my thoughts on the AI part of things, or the 4 hour passenger thing. You know what? I think I will go ahead and try to swing new pedals and bass and steering wheel. I think I will try that. Probably try that late October. Or hang on to it and wait for Black Friday sales. Not a bad idea right there. Black Friday is 2 months away. So if anyone's interested in a Moza R9, I'm your guy. And one of my coworkers, he's got a Quest 2, and he's like, I don't want to spend the money on a Quest 3. They're like $500 still. I was like, well, I'll sell you mine for 300. Got a new Halo and a battery on the back because I use it so much. You know, I haven't done a single fucking stream with it. And that was my intention when I bought it back in December. I know I did test it out for an iRacing stream. That's right. I did do that. All right, so while he does that, let's get Appalachian Hardwoods. We'll go to 3 on that one. Go to 3. I can go, all right, we'll go to 3 to him. 3 to him. Do as well. Fuck it, we'll go to 3 there. So we'll see if he buys that off of me for $300. That'll be nice. I might just end up doing a trade-in on my Mavericks. I kind of want to sell them. On the marketplace, they're going for $350, $400 for the Maverick irons. I might list my driver for 100. Fuck it. such an easy game. So simple. That's why, you know, what was it, a couple days ago, someone was saying they got it and they can't figure it out. It's easy. It tells you where it wants to go. You just take it there. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. All right, we'll just stop them right here. So when you hit that stop button, it hits the brakes, the arrows disappear, and Bob's your uncle. I mean, it is now. I mean, all right, I get it. Some things don't come as easy to some people as it does for others. I'm guilty of that as well. I you hated switching the switches. You got to get right up on them. Yeah, from a distance, it can be, trying to hit a fly on a bull's ass from 300 yards. Good luck. But this waypoint switching thing, you can now go from maybe keeping an eye on 2 or 3 trains doing different jobs. Now, as long as you know there's no traffic in the way, you can just set it and forget it and move on. You could have a whole fleet of locomotives and you can just go through telling them to do different things, and that's it. The only thing it isn't doing is connecting the airlines or uncoupling. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, this also removes that aspect of it as well, where it drives from one side of the map to the other because, you forgot to go back to it, or, you put the flare down, but the switch was thrown that you didn't notice, and so it went right around the fucking flare. Handbrake. Oh, it's over here. Not too bad I can't do it from the map. That would be great. What do we got now? 51 going on. Beautiful. Love to see it. Should. not down enough yet. 85%. I forgot I should be checking for those. These are brand new cars. Yeah, they're still 100% oiled. They haven't gone anywhere. It'd be nice if that oiled feature was right there when you mouse over it like that. Instead of having to try to zoom in enough to hit the wheels themselves. Just mouse over the car. You know, it tells you if the handbrake is on. Why not tell us what the oil is on the wheels? Simple. Nice little quality of life thing. Information. Now we just sit back and enjoy the ride. That's big few cracks in the back. So I gotta be somewhere at 10 o'clock tomorrow. It's gonna take me, Google Maps says 2 hours, 22 minutes. I'm wondering, because I'm planning on leaving at 7:30. I'm wondering if I want to leave like 7:15. Because I know I'm going to be dealing with rush hour traffic when I get up there an hour late. Well, not so much rush hour at after 8 o'clock, but still, it's probably going to be busy. And there could be rain. So I don't know if leaving 2.5 hours is good or not. Hell, honestly, with the start times that they have, if they go in and they still pour, I'm missing out on a good opportunity to clean the truck. Because they're not going to be doing anything until, you know, for an hour at least. If they do anything tomorrow. But we already know these guys will pour in the mud. sucks. We get there where the job site is, and we go to turn the wheel, and it just goes straight. You can feel the front end just sliding through the mud. Lowered it to a minute, so he shouldn't wait for too long. Who's playing tonight? He looks something up quick. So I type in, why are there no Canadian? The first one that comes up, no Canadian car companies. The second one, NFL teams. The third one, no jobs in Canada. Well, I got a whole section on this. It sound reading this, not only is money the problem, but the CFL doesn't want the NFL in Canada. And it's not just them, it's Parliament too. The World Football League, WFL, intended to place a franchise in Toronto known as the Toronto Northmen. But after the Canadian Parliament began debating the Canadian Football Act, which would have banned foreign football leagues from playing in Canada in an attempt to protect the CFL, the WFL moved the team to Memphis, Tennessee. Holy shit. Hmm. That's interesting. I'll leave him up there. Annual, you get the train brake on, good. So actually, when he gets to Bryson, I can go ahead and sleep. I'm ready for sleep. Stefan, how you doing, man? What's up? That's good. I'm just struggling to stay awake. Not gonna lie. All right, sleep. No, you know what? No, screw it. Let everyone get on. I don't care if they disappear or not. They're gonna disappear out of the station anyway. Here comes the wife. Hi, I guess you were like, what the fuck? That's a different. That's second swing. That's a different website. Yeah, he was underneath the race rig, and now I don't know where he's at now. Like the spider, the one that was sitting over here. Sock. Should have named him Clarence. Hop to it. Here, 7:15 tomorrow. That goes. Both times. Both. Both. You can start before 9 o'clock or after 9 o'clock. He's just calling about us. So, just 9 o'clock is start. Alright, I'll talk. Well, I guess, and they're going to be pushing the subject, so I can. And really, these are all the working on Carl. Now I got orders right now. So who knows what happens, after. So, Ryan Cox. All right. Wallet. I got to go up there and purchase that. Oh, it's probably looking. It was 9 earlier. I wish you wouldn't. I don't know what I could send the. Okay. Let's get back to work here, shall we? In and out. There's an emergency stream on YouTube. Somebody's about to get creamed. Let's see where I rank. I see where I rank, sir. All right, and then we want to give that manual waypoint. That's not what I wanted. Down there. I don't know why it's teleporting me now. Let's put that there. And away he goes. What did we get? 16 cars. Ooh boy, hot dog. Busy, busy, busy. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't take the milestone for Fontana.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Why is that not showing up? Grayson, thank you for the sub, dude. Welcome to the channel. How you doing? Now it just popped up. Wow, that was actually pretty quick, wasn't it? Yeah. I think. The alert popped up and then the feed popped up 30 seconds later or something. So that was pretty fast. Usually it's like 5 minutes behind. He's coming down the mountain. He's coming through. How we looking? I almost want to buy another locomotive, but I kind of don't see a point to it. So I'm going to ask you this. Of those, and I know our numbers have just dropped, so there aren't as many people who might chime in, but of those who play the game, how often are you going to be using the waypoint? I could see myself using it quite often. All the time. So I might as well go get him and bring him back. Grab the Whittier cars. I really wish these guys were on this end. Because it would make it so much easier to handle. Yeah, I think I'm going to use it a whole hell of a lot more. I'm not going to say all the time. There's probably going to be instances where I still do manual. Mainly because it just, to me, isn't worth it setting multiple waypoints, you know, that kind of stuff. Now she's making it sound like I don't have the green light to spend money on clubs. Why let me go? Yeah, go ahead and. I mean, she even told me, get your clubs, but I don't think she was expecting me to drop 230 on a driver. Okay. Come on, FedEx. It'll be here Wednesday. Sweet. It left Columbia, MD. That's Maryland, right? You know, we talked about JB and I were talking about Gulf streams again last night. You know, it did all right the last time I did it, but the problem was is data. And I want to do it, but I'm having a hard time justifying it. You know, I was asking how often are those who play the game going to use the AI waypoint feature. I mean, the turnout for the last stream I did that was live from the course was better than I had anticipated. Shit. Big spider. He just scaled right down the wall, went walking right by me. Yeah, I think I gotta go. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice. Let them kill the crickets down here. They get bigger. I don't want that. Gentlemen, we got him. I don't think I would use it for that. You need. No, you don't. I don't have any signals. It's working. I need passenger helper. Now, I think you need the signals for it to navigate around traffic that's on the track. I think that's what you need signals for. Otherwise, yeah, I've already tried it where it won't throw the switch. It'll just coast right up to the back of the other train and hook up to it. Even though so if I had this waypoint set for way down here, he's just going to come straight through here and connect. He isn't going to, oh, there's a train right there, I'm going to go around him. It doesn't do that yet. I think this could set up modders. I think we could see a mod where it has saved waypoints, for example. So I could tell this train, once he's connected to that boxcar up there, you know, maybe it's a drop down menu. And the saved waypoint is at the Whittier interchange. So I just select it. And it'll go there as far as it can go if there's already cars there, and it'll just park right there. Yeah, because right now what I have to do is either fly over there or jump on the map, teleport over here. To get it dropped off. So what RC parts were you buying? I don't know why, I just got another friend's request. Someone trying to fish information. And a sound system? You taking Super Trucker to a whole nother level. Yeah. Alright, so let's grab these guys. Doesn't want to do it. He wants to reverse. He's not seeing that car right there. Yeah, he wants to reverse. Yep. But he can't because that car's right here. So there's an oops, I guess you could say. Let's see what he does now. Nope, he still wants to come backwards. Can't go that way, homie. So wait, is it a 1/14th or 1/4? Because these are saying 1/14th, which means they're not that big. so what's he gonna do now? I've got him on that track. He's gonna go forward, isn't he? Oh, he's gonna completely stop. He doesn't know what to do. I mean, the car behind me over here is right there. That's a 1/8 scale. She's a good size. You know, that long. 1/14. Yeah, I doubt. I bet my buggy back there is bigger. Well, it's 27 1/4 inches long. That's a good. That's pretty long. Seven and a half inches wide. And 13 inches tall. It's a good size. Stretched frame. Jeez. Is that metal or plastic frame? But Chris, that's how we roll here, man. We don't, no. We get you hooked on more shit. Metal? Do you need a Spectrum DX9 or controller? I know a guy, I got a friend who's got one that might sell it. I imagine that's what you need for something like that. It's an airplane receiver or transmitter. All the stuff that you can put servos on and motorize. Ugh, fly sky. Yeah, I would imagine Tigger is your guy if you want to talk about that. You're on your own with me. All right, is mommy your mom or mommy as in your wife? Because that depends on the answer I'm going to give you. Wife, okay. You better start being a porn star. That's all in bed. That's all I can tell you. You better step that game up. Alright, so you can flip that switch. He should. He's supposed to continue straight, so he should flip the switch. There it goes. Yeah, I'm bringing in extra money for my wind farm, but we still find a way to have next to nothing left over in a matter of a couple days. Go figure, right? Don't bitch to me about a switch against. You're the one that switched it, not me. There it goes. Where the hell do you think you're going there, guy? For those who were here, did you notice I didn't bring anything up about the upgrade on the racing rig? I'll wait until like November and say something. All right, will it go all the way around? It should. I mean, Forte direct drive, 18 Newton. Uh, It's 1491. Alright, so I'm going to do a bundle configurator here. Oh, they want $800. Series Metal G. 4K, there we go. $500 still for that. Tig, the only thing I think that's working is the passenger UI mod. I think that's the only thing that's working. See which way he wants to go. Screw it. Forte S series brake and throttle, because then I can invert the pedal. Do the elastomer kit. Wheelbase, I'll go with the Forte. Front mount. Prima button box. XL handles. $17.92 case effect. And I can save 5% with the configurator, and then another 5% if I use the promo code from Matt. That's 10% off. Probably something that's going to be $1,900. Let's go to Sim Magic. Start off with Wheelbase. Alpha is cheaper. Start. Feel. I just do the GT Neo. It's a cheaper one. Add that one to the cart. Need pedals. P1000s. Cart. I might get the accessory kit. Elastomers. So basically, that puts me cheaper than Acertec with no discounts. Basically, what I'm getting at here is I'm going to be spending a lot of money. Bottom line. But I could also stay with the Mosley ecosystem. They're making some big gains, and could just say screw it, get myself a Formula wheel with them, call it a day. All right, so he's going to go out that way. Good. So he's ignoring that single box car sitting. Actually, gotta move that. He's got two gondolas on, which are not going to fit. Excellent. These guys haven't filled up yet. Wonderful. I might have to buy another 8 or 10 log cars here. Probably 8. I've got 8 over here already. Yeah, from what someone said earlier, it Nodos had said that Unity Mod Manager works, but Railloader is currently broken on the experimental branch, which would explain why I don't have an RL logo up here. And seeing that the bulk of the mods I use Railloader, squeezer in there. All right, there we go. I do. I do have the game. I don't think I even have an hour in it. So I bought it in the anticipation of multiplayer. That was released. I didn't know about it. I think we were way too deep into Railroader for it. And just still haven't gotten around to doing anything with it. I don't even have the joystick hooked up on the sim rig though. And I don't. Oh, maybe it is hooked up. I can't remember. Truth be told, though, I'm not even sure if I am going to purchase Farm Sim 25. As of right now, I am not 100% on board with it yet. Harding Whittier, no, he's not. Like hell, he is. Needs to get all those people on. Come on, people, get on. He stopped. For sweet freaking time. We're on the clock. Chop, chop. Let's go. All right, no handbrakes applied. Let's have him. One right there. 7 miles. Hopefully the passenger train gets out of Ella. He should. I kind of don't like how they keep on slowing down for switch against. But they're going to throw it anyway.
Hi, everybody!
Jive, how you doing, man? Not exactly where the switch I want him to go, but okay, whatever. It's going all right. A little on the quiet side, but it's all right. It's all good. In ATS news, SCS is bringing out the Driving Academy in the next update a few years too late. I saw that announcement on Steam. I was like, Driving Academy with 1.15? What the fuck is that? Not that I care. I didn't even read it, but I saw the headline. I don't think I've ever heard of the Driving Academy. Oh. Now I gotta go back to driving school to get my CDL again? That would... I bet that's gonna be comical. Django Hyden. Moving my exhaust fan from level 2 to level 3, I already started to feel a little bit of a breeze going towards it. Crank it up to 7. I gotta finish enclosing the closet. That will help. Ceiling in the closet there. I have a CDL too. But SDS says we need to go to school. I got you beat. Well, no, I'd say 20 years total. Because there was like 4 years for because I let it drop. I wasn't driving anymore. Yeah, I just renewed it last year. Oh, real world, maybe not. I mean, I don't know how SCS is doing it for the game, for ATS. Don't really care. Yeah, streaming's been fine. And a little low because I'm not playing games that people want me to play, maybe. I don't know. But Railroader was doing really well. And then I jumped off of that to get on the Satisfactory. So but I'm gonna be mixing some iRacing back into it again. But the thing is the other thing, there's a possibility streaming takes a backseat for the next month or two. Mainly because of the wind farm I'm on. Working 6 days a week, driving the truck and then driving my car for a total of like 10, 11 hours a day. I mean, hell, just those 2 weeks, you know, it was only a week and a half of it, but basically in 2 weeks, I had only 2 days off. It was just 12 out of 14 days work. So it gets tiring, you know. I was worn down, not gonna lie. So there is the possibility where streams don't happen just because I'm tired and I'm ready to go to bed at 8 o'clock. Two weeks off, there you go. Nah, I don't do over the road, never have, never will. Can't do it. Not for me. I can't think of any games that are coming out that I'm interested in. To be honest, nothing really coming to mind. See, I think right here, this is where I'm going to be wishing I had a small locomotive because I'm going to take this big bastard to deliver these two cars over here. I'm going to have to turn the table. It's the only way to do it. So do pop the train brake forward. We're gonna kick him over to here. Push him in later. Do it tomorrow, not tonight. It's better for your schedule. Oh shit. Yeah. See, I'm tired right now just because my sleep is all fucked up. The last week and a half, right about now, between now and an hour from now is where I've been getting ready to go to bed. Just because of my start time. Talking to my dad Saturday, no, yeah, yesterday. And I told him what's going on, how much I'm working, things like that, and the drive and all that. And he's just like, I don't know about that. I told him what I was making though. And it's like, that kind of money? Yeah, I'll drive an hour and 50. Get that paper. All right, so the first one is the box car that goes down here. Let's see how this goes. Well, you missed what I was saying earlier. The wife doesn't know about it, but I'm contemplating either swapping out the Moza base for something else, or doing a few upgrades. New pedals, new wheel. Right now, it's close. It's like $1,700 for a new base, pedal set, and wheels from Ace-Tech or Sim Magic. And the Moza setup here, I'm probably only going to get like $300 to $400 for it. Pedals, who knows? 100, 150 maybe. She won't. You know this. She won't. I mean, yeah, it's a tax write-off. I could say the same thing for the golf clubs. That means I'd actually have to go out and start using the phone for live streams. Put it over on the golf channel. You'll give me 400 for the Moza base and wheel, or just the base? And remember, it's got the ES wheel on there. R9, 9 Newton meter. I mean, it might as well come with the wheel. I don't need the wheel anymore if I sell the base. That's just a no-brainer. And you gotta pay for shipping too, Tig. I'm not paying for all that extra shit to get it across the border. 400 plus all other fees included with it. But I figure I might as well wait until Black Friday. Wait until then. Don't say anything until the middle of November. I mean, she's upstairs right now above me, so she could hear me talking about it, but... So that has to be on the front. So now we got to come around to this side. Actually, no. Do it from this side. I go through Y with all those. Yeah. You're not affecting me by saying that. I wonder how many streams or videos I have to produce with the new clubs in order to justify writing them off. I mean, obviously, it's going to have to be more than one. Oh, this will be interesting. How's he going to get over there? I don't know if he's going to go straight that way and then come back around, or if he's going to come over here and then back up. Went back to none for beta on Railroader, was missing mods. Yeah, I'm definitely missing the passenger helper. He is going to back it up. Yeah, it shows that it's updated and fixed, but I don't have it in my game. And I'm wondering if it's because Railloader is blocking. So I've updated Unity Mod Manager 30.1. And I've updated, it's 3.1 now for the GP38. And I got oh, hey. I made sure to get the beta one for the experimental branch. There it is, experimental only. But it still doesn't show up. Only the EMDs. I think of all the mods I've got, the ones I'm really missing are some of the track mods. The Whittier overhaul was nice. The crossovers. Passenger helper. And no offense to the guys that made the mods for Birdtown and West Bryson Industries. I'm kind of thinking I might leave those out this time around and run this map mostly vanilla. Try to go from Silva to Andrews and see how many tiers we can get. And I know that's nothing new. I'm sure dozens of other people already have live streams and videos doing the exact same thing. Because with Birdtown, Thomas, and West Bryson over here, there was no way in hell we were going to get out the Andrews. There was just too much to do. Not going to happen. But I still hope someone has voiced their thoughts on that 4-hour limit for passengers. Well, and that's going to be our goal here, Tig, to open up most of the map. For those who weren't here earlier, my comment to the devs, if they were to hear this, is the 4-hour passenger limit, that's fine and dandy. But if that happens while the train is in motion between stations and you fast forward time or that time comes up, either way, they shouldn't be jumping off the train at that point and just disappearing. It should be set up to where they automatically disembark at the next stop. Whereas right now, I can skip ahead 4 hours. Everyone on that train, it's just gone. Where'd they go? And only pay the fare that they have to pay from going from station A to where they get off. So if they're going, if their original intention is to go from Silva to Andrews, but at 4 hours I only get them to Bryson, then they only pay me for going to Bryson, not all the way to Andrews. Yeah, the game with this experimental branch, there is a 4-hour max wait. The passengers will only wait for 4 hours. From the minute they board that train, you've got 4 hours to get them to where they need to go. Well, because it's not always something that can be done depending on the route of the train as well as how much traffic is on the line. So I don't think the 4 hours is that difficult, but where it's going to really come in as a problem is if you want to advance time. That's where you're going to have a problem. Is say you're done with everything. Now, basically, you can only go 2 to 3 hours, depending on where you're at on the passenger train and where they're, say you start out in Silva and you go all the way to Alarka. Well, if you advance that time when they're on their way to Bryson, 2 hours might trigger them to disappear. And now they're not going to Alarka anymore. So I mean, timing is going to be crucial with that, but now that really throws people into a bind where they're done with everything else that they have to do. Now they just basically have to sit around and twiddle their fucking thumbs, otherwise they're losing passengers. And I really wouldn't be surprised if that goes against their reputation. I have not tested that yet. I did lose passengers, though. No, it didn't. Still 100%. Or is plenty. But, it's going to affect the bigger, busier servers and single player run throughs and things like that. And like I said, Silva to Andrews, it's not around the corner. But when it comes to speeding up time, that's where the problem is going to be. See, like right now for me, I can speed up time once I get this last guy delivered. I have nothing else to deliver. So I can skip ahead 4, 5, 6 hours. but I'm gonna have to wait until my passenger train gets parked at either Bryson or Whittier. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose everyone on the train. Plus, also think your time scale too. You know, earlier on, people might be playing at a higher time scale instead of 1-to-1. If you're playing 1-to-1, then yeah, it's a different story. But if you're on a faster time scale because it's early on, then you're really screwed. I think I'm going to buy 8 more skeleton cars. Then a 3-bay hopper. Tier 1 for pretty much everything except 2 mines at level 2. Ice cream factory, West Bryson. West Bryson is only 2 places. I go to Silver Arca. Well, I'm also not using modded right now. And I think everything's at tier 3. So he's done. We're done over here. I have to wait for him to come in first. Where are you going? I didn't set no waypoint. You can't set it via the map. You can? Oh, it went right through the map. It was over here. It went right through it. Let me try it again. So I'm gonna try like right there. Yeah. There it is. It went right through the map. True, what's up? Oh yeah, I'm sure they're gonna tweak it. Hence the experimental part, you know? I understand all that. I just see some issues, some potential problems. I didn't break shit. The game's broke. All I did was update to experimental. Not my fault. I did do a better version of the cages over on Satisfactory today. I redid the steel beam structures, set it all up in the blueprint machine. Turned out pretty damn nice. If I do say so myself. Yeah, something was going on with YouTube. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully connected. Chat disconnected. Huh. YouTube having issues. I mean, people are still watching, so that's a good thing. Thank you. How you guys doing? The quiet, shy ones were on YouTube. The only issue I've had with watching streams on YouTube is sometimes the chat box doesn't show up. Or it's really, really delayed. We're still here. You guys come and go. I see the numbers bounce up and down. It's weird because I'll see a spike and then it drops away right away. So it's like, what, someone just accidentally clicked on my stream and then realized what it was and hit the back button right away within 5 seconds or something? Because it just spikes up and down, that's it. So I don't know if a spike represents like 5 minutes, 30 seconds. It doesn't say. But Railroaders definitely brought the people out over on on YouTube. So I'm very appreciative of that. And it does well over here on Twitch. Love this game. It is a favorite of mine. Right now, everything's kind of a toss-up. I could do Satisfactory. I could jump over here and do iRacing. You know, I could do whatever. It's just my attention span is that of a gnat right now or something, you know, when it comes to games. I'm just in one of those funks, one of those moods. Play it for an hour and it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm bored, you know? It comes and goes. So like Wednesday when I come back, maybe I'll do iRacing. Running some GT3. I forget where they're at. I gotta look it up again. I kind of want to buy that new McLaren GT3. Le Mans. That's what it is. They're at Le Mans. Then it's Indy Road Course after that. And then Barcelona. Missed out on Silverstone. Missed out on Monza. I like those tracks. But that should be a reminder for y'all who are watching. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Doesn't hurt anything. Helps me. No, I have not played Junkyard Truck. Never heard of it. I see a lot of people on Twitch doing, or on Discord doing the Space Trucker or whatever the hell that stupid. Bedtime quick for you? All right, man. We'll see you on Wednesday, Jive. Have a good evening. Have a good Tuesday. I'm off tomorrow, but I'll still be off streaming. I'm not working tomorrow, so got things to go do. I guess as of right now, they're still planning on pouring that base tomorrow at the wind farm, which is a little surprising, but hey, whatever. Yeah, Star Trucker. Haven't even looked at it. I was going through my list on Steam, and there was a couple of games where I'm like, yeah, I could get into that for a little bit. Rising World is one. It's a non-blocky builder world, you know, kind of like Minecraft in a way. What was the other one? Crap. I can't remember the other ones. There was like 2 or 3 more. You know, I could see myself hitting the install button on, but I can't remember them off right now. That's all you, Tig. That's all you, man. You got it. You can do that. Let me know how it goes. As for me, that's not and say we did. How about that? Planet Coaster was one I could probably reinstall again, but now they're coming out with Planet Coaster 2. Right now it's got me intrigued. What were the games? Gold Mining Simulator. Used to be Gold Rush. They've really been putting the wrench to that one. Out of War. I guess there's a Prison Architect 2 coming. Yeah, that was about it. Yeah, it was alright. Buggy for me, though. Construction Sim felt buggy to me. I mean, maybe they've fixed it, but... You know, like I said earlier, seeing that there is a good possibility that I don't even bother getting Farm Sim 25, you know, gotta find what's gonna keep me interested. Well, that was a long drive. Tig, you would probably love it though if I decided to go back to just hardcore ATS, build a new sim rig with a dash in it and everything. You'd probably love the shit out of that. Derail Valley? No. It's been suggested that I get it, and seeing I have a Quest 3 to try it in VR as well. But no, I never picked it up. I don't know if you said anything else after that, Tony, because this chat disconnected again and then reconnected. So, like I said, YouTube's got issues tonight. So let's send him up to here, and this was L3. I mean, I've seen it, I've looked at it, but $40 price tag on it has made me a little gun shy. And that was earlier in the year. We haven't really talked about it much since. If a guy at work, is there a way to make his family Is there a way to make a sim rig for Farm Sim and ATS? Yeah, you could use 80/20 profile aluminum, like the sim rig is. Get yourself a sim rig, and then buy the extra profile aluminum you're gonna need. You could probably go to anywhere online, eBay, whatever, and get yourself a dashboard for whatever truck. Go to a boneyard or something, get one out of there for a truck. You can keep the whole thing, or you can just cut it off, on the other side of the center console part. You probably don't need the glove box or whatever. I'd suggest like a 49-inch ultra wide, maybe, for the monitor, single monitor. And then, do whatever you want from there. I mean, it's not going to be cheap. Definitely won't be cheap. But it can be done. There's a guy in Mexico or whatever, South America, who's done that. He's got videos for years playing ETS2 and ATS. And he's got one or two monitors, kind of like the windshield in the front. And he's got a monitor to the left and a monitor to the right. And he's got the dashboard and all that shit. 432s? Well, those are 332s. Now, keep in mind, those are curved. And it's kind of hard to see. But it's because of the curve, there isn't much room anymore between the seats and that. 432s, I think, is too much. Unless you're trying to do like that one guy does. Like I was just mentioning, where he's got the two for the windshields and then one on each side for the side windows. In which case, you'd probably want to you know, a 4080, 4090, or a 5000 series when those drop. That's going to be, because you know ATS is hungry for power. It can be pretty demanding. So now you're going to be running 32-inch, 1440p, I would imagine. 4 of them. All in NVIDIA surround. That would be the best way to do it. It won't work that well with Farm Sim. I see it being a problem with Farm Sim. That setup, though. That's a one game rig right there. But that's the problem when you go specific build stuff like that. You basically shoehorn yourself, corner yourself into one game. But I mean, I would imagine if you really wanted to go balls out, you're probably looking at a couple of Raspberry Pis, or at least one with a USB adapter or something like that. You can set up the switches on the dash to do certain things in the truck like you would in the real world, and that's going to take programming and, you know, things like that. So I mean, the price tag on it would be astronomical. It's going to cost a lot. Dash switches and working dash. I have an old 9900 dash in the box. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you the wiring for that, and then the programming would be bonkers. Changed how? You'd be a little more specific. I mean, I don't think it's changed from what it was when it was released in December, but I mean, they've made improvements and things like that, but they've added rolling stock and locomotives. We're on the experimental branch right now, which gives us this auto engineer waypoint mode. So he's going to come all the way back to here. You can see that arrow way over here until he gets past that switch up here, and then he's going to throw himself in the forward, flip the switch, and put these cars right up in here. I'm not going to. Here's the mouse way over here. I'm not even going to touch that switch. There it goes. Just moved. The mouse is right here. And he's already in forward. Oh, it's not gonna fit them all. Son of a bitch! It won't take 8 cars. All right. Send them down to L1. Cut it in half. Only 6. Well, there's 7 in there. I needed like 5 more feet. Do you think if I hit that bumper hard enough, it's going to push back a little bit and give me that 5 feet? I mean, truckers do it all the time when they're backing into a dock, slamming into the fucking dock. Hey, you just moved it back 2 feet. I think actually Derail Valley's on my wish list. Might as well take Gorn off of there. Exocross is on there. Dawn of Man. Train Mechanic Simulator 24. Kingmakers is still on there. Yeah, Derail Valley, still $40. I'll have to run the train around and push them in. I imagine the ones down at the sawmill are done too. Yeah, of course, Jason, it's all good. I get to come back and spend more money. So, I had this little exchange on Twitter. I'm going to get fitted for a set of clubs, and then he drops this one today, a preview on the upcoming 699 V3s. I'm like, really, dude? Really? So you're saying I should cancel my fitting and then drop until these drop January 2025? I'll still show up. That just means I got to come back next year. Oh, bitch. They do look nice. Compared to the V2s that they have out right now, that I'm not really a huge fan of, look-wise. Alright, so for the handful of you that are here, alright, most of you already know I've done one golf stream, and it was choppy. It wasn't that good. The phone even overheated. And then I called it quits because it was just, stupid of me to try to walk 9 holes in 90-degree heat. Do you want more of that? Do you want more golf IRL streams? I mean, I was surprised with the turnout. It was well over 20 people. I was very surprised by that. So yeah, I'm basically wondering if it's worth it. Because JB and I were talking about that last night, and I said I could try it again, but the Verizon network, it wasn't. I don't think it did that well, if I remember correctly, when I did go out a couple months ago. I think it was a little choppy or something for you guys, wasn't it? And then So there's different, because I was telling him about how some of the things that people do for IRL streaming, and it's not exactly cheap to get into. And you know, this didn't do very well with the image stabilization. So then there's the matter of a camera. All right. Well, I've got the DJI in my shopping cart right now on Amazon. Comes with a new microphone, DJI one, which is great. Everyone uses them. And with the new Action 4, because the microphone is like the size of this, it comes with one of these, which connects to the camera. So now there's no need for a receiver, which is great. Really awesome. The downside with the Action, the DJI one, and GoPro has the same thing. If you want to stream from your phone, you have to use their software. I think you can use it as a webcam, but the quality isn't as good. So, I mean, bargain basement just to do it again. Yeah, I could do it with the phone off data, and then I just need to get an external battery. Done. That's like 30 bucks. Will it be great? No. Because obviously, I remember you guys said there was a low background buzzing from the microphone I currently have, the Holly Lark, or the Lark M2s or whatever, the Holly Land ones or whatever. So bargain basement, yeah. Battery, we're good to go. Is it going to be great? Good? No, no. Next step, phone with the battery, a mobile modem set in Wi-Fi, and then I use bonding on the AT&T network, which that would be on, and 50 gigs is 55 a month. Plus the Verizon data. Find those two together gets me a stronger signal, better quality to you guys. Still lacking in audio, obviously, because I'm still using the microphone that I currently have and doesn't want to work right for whatever the reason. I think the next step would be the Action 4 with the new microphone. So that's $400. I think I can get an encoder for like $250 or something like that, because there are some bargain ones that are out there. I'm not going to spend $1,500 in a live view. No, that's not going to happen. Yeah, I think they're like $200 to $300, and I can get them off of Amazon. Still would have to get the mobile hotspot with the data package from AT&T. So that's, like I said, 50 gigs for $55 a month. The Nighthawk M1 is like $175. The encoder, like I said, and then probably try to use the cam link. Not all encoder. I think it might have HDMI. If it doesn't, then I've got to use this. That way I can use the HDMI, put the USB into the encoder, and now that can use the AT&T network. My phone on the hotspot as well, I think would work. That way it can use both. Now we got good audio, good picture with stabilization, and solid output to you guys. So all in all, like $1,000. But that's what JB and I were talking about, and he's like, yeah, you could do that. You know, it'd probably be better to do that next year. And I'm like, well, still, there's the ROI part of it. I'm not expecting donations and bits and subscriptions to come raining down from the sky. I'm not saying that's going to happen. For me, it's more butts in the seats. How many people are going to watch? Are the channels going to grow? That's my idea of ROI that can make it worth it. That I don't know. KFC, how you doing? Because if I had that equipment, at least the router, that live stream from the big boy would have been completely different. If I had that modem in the AT&T package and I was doing bonding with this through the Prism app, or I think it's the IRL Pro, that live stream would have been completely different. 100%. I don't know. Logs. Oh, you got 20. Nice if they could fill those fucking things up for him. So yeah, basically I've got choices, I've got options, but more importantly, or mostly, I have decisions to make on what direction I want. Because then I could stream here and then move the video or the VOD over to the golf channel. And start growing that one and hopefully get somewhere with that one. That would be nice. Have two monetized YouTube channels. Would definitely be nice. The only thing I'm wondering though, because there is no live ball tracker. That's only on Apple right now as a beta. I wonder how that would work when it comes to Samsung. I don't think that would. No, I don't think it would. It would only work if the video is going through the phone. But using an Apple phone when I'm walking with the motorized cart is still not going to be an option because, once again, image stabilization. And then on top of that, how do I get it from the phone to the encoder? Not like there's an HDMI on the bottom of the fucking Apple phone. Yeah, I do have video stabilization on. That's it. But even that wasn't very good. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe if I get a chance, we'll try it again. Maybe. I do like this auto engineer waypoint. I do. All right, that's it for everything else. Yeah. So you got. So I'd like to get him back out to Bryson. 37.5 tons out there. Coal. He's going to need water, so he's going to have to do that in Bryson. Only thing that's left is to speed up time a little bit. Yep. That's all that's left to do. Either that or we followed a passenger train all over the place. Boring. There's that warning. Well, he's good till Bryson. That's all that matters. But I think that's where I will call it a night here, boys. Off tomorrow, back on Wednesday. Not sure what I'll be doing. It could be iRacing. It could be this. I might say screw it. Let's play more Satisfactory and continue to get constructors built and the assembler building and all that stuff. Yeah, I honestly have no clue what I'm going to do. It also could depend on how I feel, seeing I'm going, Wednesday I'll be working back at the wind farm. So times could get kind of screwed up in that respect as well. If I've got to, go back to starting at 6:30 in the morning or whatever. So, yeah, we'll see. Make sure you guys are in that Discord, though, so you know what's going on. Make sure you hit the follow or subscribe button, depending on where you're watching, so you don't miss out the next time. You want me to raid tonight? Ooh. NBC? Alright, set it up, Mr. Kojak. If you could, please. NBC Master Dad. Go say hi to him. He is currently playing Satisfactory. Those of you on YouTube, you don't have that opportunity, so sorry. NBC Master Dad over on Twitch is where you would want to go and check him out. Another member of the SGA, the Sim Game Alliance, playing simulation games from this to Farm Sim, Satisfactory, to other, the list goes on. So, thanks for chilling, guys. Been a good night. I enjoy the update. We'll definitely continue on with this and maybe continue on with the save as well. See how we do and how long it lasts. So I'll see you guys back here on Wednesday with whatever I'm playing. Thanks for chilling. Have a good Tuesday. See you then. Good night.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Bye, diddly-eye. So long.
God bless you.
See ya. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, Homer!
Take care.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Sayonara, dude.
So long.
Bye. Bye-bye now. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Okay, I'm going. Take off!
Well, kids, that's our show for today. And now, in the words of Mr. Cole Porter, every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Every time we say goodbye. goodbye.